In the sunny land of Greenleaf Meadow, where the grass always sparkled with dew and the breeze carried the scent of wildflowers, lived a little turtle named Timothy. Timothy was the slowest turtle in all the land. While his turtle friends played tag or raced leaves down the stream, Timothy was still tying his tiny scarf or finishing his morning stretch. "Come on, Timothy," the other turtles would say. "You're always last." Timothy would smile gently and reply, "I may be slow, but I always get there." One bright morning, the animals of the meadow gathered for the annual spring picnic. There would be games, treats, and a treasure hunt. Everyone was excited, especially Timothy. He packed his basket with sunflower cookies, wrapped himself in his favorite checkered scarf, and set off. But just as he reached the path, a butterfly fluttered down. "Timothy," she said in a whispery voice. "A baby bird fell from its nest near the old oak tree. Can you help?" Timothy blinked. He looked toward the meadow, where laughter floated in the air. Then he looked toward the oak tree. "I'll go right away," he said with a nod. He turned and slowly made his way across the grass, through the daisies, and around the cattails. It took him a while, a long while. When he finally arrived, he found a tiny blue bird chirping sadly on the ground. The nest was far up in the branches. Timothy gently tucked the bird into his scarf. He looked up, then carefully began climbing the tree. Turtles don't usually climb trees, but Timothy didn't rush. He took one step, then another, slowly, steadily, until at last reached the nest and placed the baby bird safely inside. The mother bird chirped with joy and gave Timothy a little peck on the head in thanks. Timothy smiled. "Glad to help," he said softly, then made his way down just as slowly. By the time he reached the picnic, the sun was already setting. The games were over. The treasure had been found, and most of the cookies were gone. Timothy blinked. "Oh well," he said. "I'm just glad I made it." Then he heard a flutter. It was the mother bird. She swooped down and dropped something into Timothy's basket, a shiny golden feather, glowing softly in the twilight. All the other animals gathered around, their eyes wide. "You helped the baby bird?" asked a young rabbit. "I did what I could," Timothy replied. The animals were quiet for a moment. Then they clapped and cheered. "You may be slow," said an old hedgehog, "but you're always right on time when it matters." From that day on, whenever Timothy arrived a little late, the animals didn't mind, because they knew sometimes slow and steady brings the biggest heart of all. Moral of the story: being slow doesn't mean being unimportant. What matters most is kindness and doing the right thing in your own time.